Hello, this is NRE Reviews, and this will be my first YouTube video, and I'm doing a first look and initial thoughts on the GoPro Hero3 White Edition. I got this yesterday, and I've had a bit of a look at it already, tested out some of the features, such as the photos, videos, and the time-lapse features on the GoPro itself. So far, from what I've seen, I've been impressed with the camera. It's a good camera, it's very strong in what it does, but there's been some minor drawbacks that I've noticed, but I'll show you all of these later as I get through. First, I'll do a basic unboxing. I've already unboxed it, as I've said, but just so you guys can see what I saw the first time I unboxed this. Just trying to find a good place to rest my camera now. There we go, that'll do. Sorry, there we go. This is the camera itself. It comes on a mount on the box. It's attached by these two little pins that you just push at the back and then just slide it forwards. This is the main locking system that you use on all GoPro cameras, and you use it to connect to all of the mounts and attachments. Inside the box, you come with less accessories than I thought it would come with. You come with a cable for the USB to connect to the internet. It comes with a non-waterproof back door. This is better for when travelling at speeds less than 100 miles an hour and not near water, as it is non-waterproof. And this means the sound quality will be better than with the current back door that the GoPro has on it, which is for speeds of over around 100 miles an hour. And also for when going underwater. It's waterproof to 60 meters. Obviously there's no hole like in that one, but obviously the sound is, when recording, a bit worse when you have that on there. It comes with a bag of 2 mounts, which is less than I initially would expect, and thought it would be better if they gave a few more. And also I found out that they don't give you some instructions in the box. What they give you are 2 little cards and a piece of paper, of course, the warranty. 2 little cards telling you to go to the GoPro website to download the user manual, and then also telling you to do an update. The update I done last night, I was having problems with it all day. The GoPro servers were down, which caused a lot of fuss and quite annoying for me, but it's all done now. And I also have the new Wi-Fi feature that comes with the GoPro Hero 3. That means I can control it using my phone, so using an app on my phone, and you can also control it using tablets and the unique GoPro remote. I will switch over to GoPro later and I'll record on here to show you use of the app, and also so you can see the kind of recording quality and sound quality of the GoPro itself. This is basically everything you get in the box. You get the GoPro, the wires, all the mounts. You do have to go out and buy more mounts if you need them. You can also buy things like chest straps. I'm pretty sure you'll be aware of most of the things you can buy. This will be now the first look at the GoPro. I'll go through some of the basic features, the settings, the menu. I struggled with opening this the first time I got it. I just didn't understand how you done it, but basically the way you open it is pretty simple. Slide across and lift up here to open up the case. Can I just say what a beautiful camera it is? I thought that as soon as I saw it. It looks nice, it's very aesthetically pleasing. The shape of the case, the way all the buttons are placed, are very ergonomically designed, so it's very easy to access, to function. It's very secure. I do feel confident when taking it within water, because it feels like it should. It feels sturdy. It's strong plastic, like it's not flexible. It's quite rigid, which is good. So it's a very clever design. Also new on the GoPro 3s is this viewing lens. It is now square, which used to be circular and curved. The square lens means it's better for underwater videoing, and it's also much better with the lighting. It allows more light to come through the sensor. So just a little update they've done there. Obviously, as it's the Hero 3, it's got the two main buttons: start recording, stop recording, and the modes, or power on and power off button. And then it's also got this Wi-Fi button on the side here, which is new to the GoPro 3s, as it is Wi-Fi now enabled, which saves you having to buy the backpack to go on the back of the GoPro, which would slot in there, and get the Wi-Fi backpack. Oh, I also forgot to mention, in the box it does come with a battery, but obviously that is now in the GoPro. On the GoPro there's various slots on the side. On this one there's a little tab here that you just pop up and out, and then inside here you have your micro SD card slot, HDMI, and your charging port, or the port that you use to connect it to your computer. Oh, it's turned itself on now. Currently I have got the sound on the GoPro turned off. Normally it will beep when you press all the buttons, but I found it quite annoying when I was just mucking about with the settings and trying to set it all up. But I probably will end up turning that back on some point in the future. This tells you this is the battery door. Quite easy, you just slide that across and just pop it out. Nothing interesting in there. And this is the GoPro itself. Turning it on, just hold this button here. Light will flash and it will turn on automatically into video mode. You change through the modes just by pressing this button here. You've got various camera. That was burst photography in this one, which takes multiple frames a second. This one is time lapse, which means you can take photos every set time. This one is currently set to take photos every 2 seconds of 5 megapixels, but you can change it down to the quickest time of, it's 0.5 seconds, so half a second, and it will take photos every half a second until you press stop. You can use these to stitch together to make time-lapse photos, which you can use in all sorts of scenarios, such as sun setting, sun rising, or just to show your room or construction of something, such as, say, a car, for example. Say you're building a car and you set a time-lapse across, you can show the whole process from start to finish in time-lapse, which will do it in roughly, say you take a certain amount of photos a second, you can put a whole hour into a minute, for example. Next setting, you got the settings. You just press this to select the mode. Go into settings and you got the option to change your video features. So 1080p and 30 frames a second is what I've currently got it on, which is the highest video quality I've got. But you can also take it down. If I just enter these settings, oh, just went past it. If I just enter here, you can change it down to 960 and 30 frames, 720 and 60 frames, or 720 and 30 frames. But I will be keeping it, or I'll be keeping it on 1080. You have the settings for your time lapse. Not much to show there. This is a very useful setting, and for example, say I was videoing with my camera like this. Instead of having to flip the camera when I get back onto the computer, the video images, I can automatically get it flipped on here, so it will come out the right way round as soon as I load it onto the computer. I find this very useful. Another setting is dark spot. This means if I'm videoing in a dark room outside, for example, so say I'm sitting in a car videoing the scenery outside, if you turn this on, it helps just to balance out the lighting. Loop video, basic setup, which is everything from what comes on first to just TV setup, when plugging it in, how many LEDs will flash, and also connection to the GoPro app, which I'll show you later. Wireless controls, obviously again very simple, it's just connection to the GoPro app and also remote if you have one. That was a very basic look at the GoPro 3 system and what you get in the box. I will now switch over to using the GoPro itself to video this next section. Hello, I'm back. I'm now filming on the GoPro Hero3 White Edition. This is the sound quality and video quality that it gives. I'm using the highest video quality it does, which is 1080p at 30 frames a second. And I'm about to show you the basic use of the app and what it's like, and this is just so you can see the basic video quality of the camera itself. If I just click, you need to first go into your settings, obviously, then into Wi-Fi, click on your Hero 3 connection and connect to it. It has its own hotspot that you connect to, and when connected you're then able to use the app with it. Connects very easy. You set it up with a password at first, which is not difficult at all. It's all explained online when you update your GoPro. Like if I go now into the GoPro app, click connect and control, it should connect me to the GoPro. Here we go. This is now what you can see. As you can see, if I just run my hand in front of it, there's a delay on the actual app itself. Now it's seemingly a very big delay. I'll try that again. There you go. That's the kind of delay we've got. About 2 seconds. But within the app, you have the ability to control certain features, such as preview on or off. Now I've just turned the preview off, but you can turn it back on very simply. You can also press start and stop recording. Obviously if I press stop recording now, it will cancel out this video, so I will not do that. But within the settings here, there's not much to display. All it is basically giving you the choice of what you want to do. Take photos, time lapses, videos, or burst shot. And as well as this, you can alter the settings for the GoPro itself. What resolution you're filming at, all of those things. It's very simple. It's a good app. It's clever. Yeah, here you can see it's now got it into much larger resolution. I think I can even actually access the settings now, which I did not know. No, seems I can't. Oh well. But yeah, it tells you that I'm filming at 1080p, and it also shows the live display. I'll now move just to give you a bit more of a. As you can see, that's my horrible British weather. It does handle the change very well, going from inside, which is quite light, to outside. There's not too much difference in the colour. Obviously inside is more saturated because it's under the fluorescent lighting. Back onto the product itself. I'm not currently filming it within this case, but just so you actually get an idea of what it's like, I will now just pause, put the GoPro in its case, and then quickly come back for a last minute, 2 minutes, just to tell you and show you what it's like. Hello, I'm back quickly because I've had to shoot this last part again while I'm showing the sound quality in this case. After reviewing the footage, I've found that you cannot hear me at all. As I'll quickly just demonstrate when I put it in the case. As you can tell, it's very difficult for you to hear me. Taken out of the case again quickly because yeah, it's very difficult to hear what is going on when it's in the case. So this case is definitely more designed for use within water or when attached to a car, for example, as it is very difficult to hear in just normal circumstances. Anyway, that is my review of the Hero 3 White Edition. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave any comments, rate and subscribe if you would like me to post more videos in the future.